Okie dokie. In this video, we're going to be making a URL shortener with Now.sh. So Zeit's Now.sh, and we're going to be using that to make short URLs. So what do I mean by that? I mean things like, so I've got this one for me, scottspence.dev. I also have scottspence.me. So if you enter those, get redirects to, but you know that's not much use just for one URL. So there's also there's lots of other ones for talks I've done here. CV, it's just 10/CV, and it'll redirect you to the CV. So I've done this with Netlify by following this video here from Kent Dodds, a super simple personal URL shortener. And I'm just going to be doing the same, but not with Netlify. I'm going to be doing it with Now.sh. So let's have a sip of coffee, and let's get to it. So, much as like with the Netlify example, you've got this is a redirects file, but with Zeit's Now, it's just going to be a config with the redirects. So in Now, you need now.json file, which you can use to configure your project. So I'm going to do that. So what you're going to need for this would be, it's not necessary, but a GitHub account and also a Zeit.co account. So Zeit will ask you to authenticate with GitHub. You can also sign up with just email and authenticate by email each time, but it's a lot more straightforward if you've got a GitHub account, because then you can integrate GitHub with your project as well. So let's go and do that. So what we're going to need, terminal, and a then the font one. Okay, that's nice and big. Get rid of this camera. Also, I'm going to need to create a I'm going to repos, and then dir short URLs. B. Make it okay, and then cd into McDirs. Sorry, not McDirs, short URLs. I need to do cd because I'm efficient and just do URLs. Cool. And I want to just initialize a project. So yarn in it. Why? That'll pick all the defaults for me. So if we take a look at code, so just OBS code is just code dot, but got settings for stuff when I'm doing screencasts like this. So you can see here I have my package.json, and I think we do now in it does now. So I've installed the apologies, that the Now CLI as well. So you can, if you've got Node and npm installed, you can do npm i-g, install it globally, and now install that for you. And then here, I'm going to example this. Try this for I know. Create a new project in here. I don't need that. But what I do need is a now.json file. Rip that out of there. This. See what we've got in this now file. So version 2 is our platform version. I don't need environment variables. I do need these redirects. Set these. And there's in there. Save that. And so this is going to give us redirect me. Go to profile.html. User, this is going to be our user. Hit that, and then source, move us off to Zeit.now, supposedly. So what I'm going to do now is use the now command, I guess. Say now. Now help. We got all the list of the help commands to help for now. Deploy, dev, our local development server. Lots of options as well. So up there, prod, go to prod. For me, I think we're just going to go with now, and it will walk you through the rest of it. So set up and deploy repos URLs. Go to default, yes. Under which scope? Let's link existing project. There's one. What's your project name? Call it short URLs. In which directory is your code located? There isn't code, so hit enter. Once you override the setting. Okay, so building this here. That's quick. So if we go here, we can say expect it on Zeit itself. So pop opener. Oh, go and click that. I'll open up my Zeit account now. And it's just going to show us the project. So say it's ready. Visit it. Just a package for JSON. But what I'm going to do is check out the view source here. So if I do / on this, that should redirect us now. Cool. Right, so it looks like that thing. But obviously, what's it view? But this really is a very short URL, so let's just go it just straight there. Okay, cool. So now I can use this as my short URLs shortener on Zeit. I haven't done anything as fancy as Kent Dodds, where he's got a whole URL short plugin. It's done like the Netlify shortener. So this thing here is a lot of stuff there just for going to. I think it just adds your long URL to Netlify, so you give it a short URL, the actual URL, and I think it just pushes it off to your file for you. Save dev Netlify shortener, and then you have fallback. But we're not going to do that because I don't know how to implement it really at the moment. So what I'm just going to do is do it by hand. So if we go to my GitHub account, and by short URLs, redirects here. So there's a couple of things on here. Take Twitter. set those for now. Add those two here. Going to be, what's this going to be? Source, latest code, we don't need that. This is going to be source and destination. So yeah, it's a bit bigger. Yeah. Four here. And then use Shift and Alt. It's 4 times. We're going to have YT for YouTube. YouTube. Same link. And cool. Right. That's my key account. New. Oh. So can we do that? Destination HTTPS. Yes. Cool. Yep. Fun. Okay. Yep. Yep. Okay. And now I presume this is straight back up because when it did that last time, you'll notice here that it's created a now file, and it's also created a more file for me as well. Handy. So this has just got the project information on it. Not too concerned about seeing that because I think I'm going to redo this once this video is done. Example. So that's gone again. So we'll just take this here, paste this into terminal, back now, and open up a new window, and then paste this / YouTube. Redirects us to. There we go. Success. So that's all well and good, but that isn't really a very what you're here it is. So URL for it. So I'm guessing the domains are shorturls.now.sh, which I'm guessing is quite short. And then the one which I just pasted in. What we can do is just go straight to prod now. So if we do now and -- prod, it'll push that to production for us and give it the short URL. So this would be now short-urls.now.sh. Copy that, and then we'll go with that. And we'll go with Twitter. Cool. Okay. So that's that really. So but each time I want to add like a short URL, I'm going to need to go into this project each time and add my short URL to it, and then push it, and then go to Now.sh. Also go to the terminal and push it from there. It's just like a couple of extra steps. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this into a GitHub repository, and the Now.sh GitHub integration. So each time you do a push to your project, it will automatically publish it for you. As long as it's to the master branch. So you see here, we've got no repository set up at the moment. But what I'm going to do is set one up in GitHub. So I have got a CLI command line interface for Hub, which is I don't think it's by GitHub. GitHub have got their own CLI now. The one which I use is called Hub, and you can just do create, and it will create a new repository for us with all of the information in here. But that's not much help as I'm doing a video, so let's just do it by hand. So GitHub and create this repository. So I'm just going to say new repository, and now short URLs. Cool. And right, right repository. Not really going to need to write. I'll uncheck it anyway. Cool, let's do that. Create a repository. It's not a template. And in my Git project here, so this is short URLs. I'm going to do Git init. That creates a repository, and then we're going to add origin. GitHub. Copy paste. Origin. Now short URLs. Yep. And push. A lot of copy and pasting. Could just type it in, but type is quite painful. So failed to push some refs. Oh right, okay, because I haven't actually added anything. So if I say git, git status, it will show that those files have not been committed. So if I say git add, or git maybe you want to say add. Yes, I did actually. This is the danger of using aliases, because I just do G space A, and then we say git commit, and init. Bye. Cool, and then we can go back to that push origin master, and then over to Hub now, and refresh this page. I now have all the stuff in here. So I want to add in a README, things like that later. But for now, got here. It's automatically deploying it to Now for us, because I have the GitHub integration for all of my projects, because Now is such an awesome tool that defaulting most of my stuff to it. You sip of coffee there, sorry. So if we go back to my projects, guessing, yeah, I've got now short URLs and short URLs. So and it looks like this is still building. Or was that how long ago it did it? So with this one, I don't need this anymore. So just for if you're doing this yourself, if you go to the settings on the project and domains, pick yourself. If you don't want to buy a domain, I've got a domain which I'm myself. But if you don't want to buy a domain, you can add a domain here. Add a short domain. So, but then still use now.sh / what you're going to have for your short URL. But I'm not going to do that. This project, go to advanced, and then I'll go to my now short URLs and visit this. So I think for the default as well, maybe we'll just default this to my sort of portfolio homepage. But for now, let's just try this. Yeah, it's still the same behavior. Cool. Go back to here, and I'm going to want to use one of. I'm not sure if I've got n.e. not my WordPress site, which I discovered the other day from many years ago. Okay, so I've got Spencer's 10 as well. So I'm going to go grab this from my domain provider, which is Namecheap. I'm going to have to do it off a screen. I'm going to configure it on this video. So if I just pop open a new window, boop. Control N. I use a Mac for work, and basically there's yeah, my muscle memory sometimes doesn't switch between the Linux keyboard and Mac keyboard. So I'm just going to go to namecheap.com and pick out my my short URL. So rather than Spencer's 10, this 10.me. I'm going to add in the settings of my Now.sh account. So you'll see here it says invalid configuration, and these name servers are what I'm going to need to add to my my Namecheap main dashboard. So I use Namecheap, sign in, and I'm going to have to go to my domain management. So camera, sorry. So I don't want to have to go through the shame of showing you many domains I own, which I don't use. So what we're doing, 10.me. So I'm going to go into manage on the dashboard, and then depending on your provider, you'll have something for your custom DNS, which I've already got mine set up for Netlify for this one. I'm going to swap this over, so it's just a copy paste job. Copying this over to your DNS in your provider. So it doesn't look very nice. So if I'm giving away, if I put 3. So taking these other ones out, which are for currently are for Netlify. Got like several on there. I'm just going to hit tick for my DNS, and it will take a while for this to propagate through, I guess. That's that done for my domain. Now it's just a case of waiting for this to update. Hit refresh. I think it's just invalid configuration still. You just leave this to do its thing. You'll see there, hit refresh, and refresh there, it does it automatically. It's just a case of how long it takes for the DNS service to get refreshed. Found Namecheap relatively good with this. Other domain providers I can't really comment on. I've used Zeit in the past, and then I switched over to Namecheap, just for just so you're not tied into a platform like Now.sh or Netlify. No other reason than that. And you've got things separated out there. You can, if you want, buy a with Zeit. You've got port part here. I think you can just enter a domain and then click buy. So, hit add. But there is an option to buy stuff. So .sh. Might be Zeit domain. I don't know. They've got quite a good tool. We can sort of type stuff in. Right. Sorry, I'm rambling. I know. Nope. Okay. Let's move on. So, last. So let's now. Not sure how this is going to work now because it was configured to that previous project. This is now deleted, so file here, and rather than do it from the command line here, let's go and project settings of URLs. Go to performance. Oh, it's already set up, so is weird. So renovate configure is what renovate's done. Renovate's like a bot which updates your dependencies. Nothing to update on here. There's no package dependencies to manage, so all that. But I add main, have a short URL from here. So I'll just say default to got this empty like this, I guess. Or is it everything? Take a look at my old project. This is just /star. That just redirect me. Yeah. Save that. Oh, there's no video and trailing comma on there. Okay, so anyway, go back here and say git add, and this is going to be page, and then we're going to push it. That's push, and I'm going to hope that deleting that now file cause any issues. And performance. So short URL. That should, but I think me deleting that now file has forked it. So learn more about hub, got repository, save, git integrations. Performance. Then over to here. So maybe if we go back to my terminal and you CLI say now, and then it should ask me to configure it. Up and deploy, yes. With that, with my account, link to existing project. So we say yes here. What's the name of your project? Whereas okay, so it's created. Redirect source contains invalid pattern. Ah, right. Okay, so I'm guessing that is going to have the base redirects. Yeah. Girl. Code editor. Isn't that one? maybe if I just do sorry, // if it's just a naked URL, try and just yeah. Remove this. Now we try. Yeah. Sorry, PP is git push and git pull. Alias I've got for online. Back here. I did. Okay, cool. That's done. There you go. So you just redirect straight away. That and it is for Twitter again. Add in there now. / git. Let's try that. Hey. Cool. Now, so I'm guessing it. Right. Cool. So, there you have it. I've now set up my pipeline for this. Anytime I add in here and make a git commit, it will then off to the deployments here. And as long as I've got a master branch, it's just going to push up and just deploy it straight away. Cool. So what else do I want to go over? Oh yeah, the domain. So it's just picking a domain. It's the DNS hasn't been resolved. So eventually this will go up to have this short URL here. And I'm going to go and add in the rest of my URLs here. And I think I'm just going to slowly migrate over to Now.sh from Netlify, because this is a bit more of a straightforward pipeline for me, and much more comfortable doing it this way over the way we had it for the Netlify GitHub integration. So there you have it. You can do this yourself. Have your own, create your own short URLs. You can use one of the ones provided to you from Now.sh, or you can have your own sort of training there. Cool. So for the Netlify one, I'll add this to the video description, along with the redirects station and the else do all the other related information you need. So please, if you like the video, remember to like the video, and it really helps me out. And I'm just going to thank you for watching and supply all this information. Oh yeah, that was the other thing for GitHub. You can find it on Spencer's 10. Now short your take the information from. That's it for this one. Thanks very much for watching. Really do appreciate the likes, and thanks a lot. See you in the next one. Bye bye.